Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike and this is In the Kitchen with Hunting for Gills. Today we're doing a fish recipe that I talked about in my fish cleaning video. It's a fairly healthy alternative to deep frying all your fish. So now would be a good time to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned and enjoy the video. All right, I'm just gonna warn you that I have lost people when I tell them what's in this fish recipe. So I stopped telling people what was in it till after they ate it, and there's very few complaints after they've eaten it. So I'm gonna show you we skip ahead, product's done. I'm gonna let you take a look at it before I tell you what's in it. So hang on. So there it is. Golden brown, cheesy looking. So now if you're still interested, just sit back and watch, and I'll go through the whole process. So enjoy. All right, well, here's our ingredients. Like I said, it's pretty simple. Got some green onions. Need some cooking spray. I've got onion powder here. I have garlic salt, because you need salt and garlic powder, so this kind of eliminates having to add salt. We've got some Parmesan cheese, and then this is where I usually start losing people. We have Greek yogurt and mayonnaise, and then today I'm adding a little bit of this chili crisp just because I like it a little bit spicier. So bear with me, don't worry about the mayonnaise and the yogurt. You'll hardly know they're there. All right, here's a couple things you're going to need. You need a bowl to mix stuff in, a silicone spatula and a silicone brush, basting brush, and a baking dish of your choosing. Today I'm doing like a half batch, so this is a 2 quart. Normally I use a 9 by 11, but today I'm just making a small batch. All right, first thing we're going to do is chop up some onions, these green onions. Like I said, it's just a partial batch today. Normally I'd do the whole bunch, but so I'll just cut these up real fine, and didn't cut any fingers off. So that's all the cutting we need to do. So now we'll take our mixing bowl here and we'll start adding the ingredients. I'm going to start out with the Greek yogurt, about 1 to 2 cups to start. And then we'll go with the mayonnaise, and that's about the same amount. You kind of want equal portions of the yogurt and the mayonnaise. Then I have about 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese here. So pour that in. Actually, that was probably closer to 1/3 cup. Then we'll throw our onions on. It's kind of a by taste thing, so kind of do it by taste. So here's your onion powder. I give it a shot. That's probably a tablespoon or so. Same thing with the garlic salt. I will put all the actual ingredients list in the description. So now I mix all this up. It's going to make like a paste. All right, and I can already tell that I'm going to want a little bit more Parmesan cheese in there. Another little shot, maybe not quite 1/4 cup. Just give it a little taste. And I think it needs more onion powder and more garlic salt. And then, like I said, this chili crisp stuff, you can get this, order this on Amazon. So just mix this up a little bit. And I'm just going to add like a heaping teaspoon of that just to get started. It'll give it a little bit of a red color to it. Might actually put a little bit more in there. And we'll give it another taste and see how it is now. And I think I'm going to go with that. So just need to grease up the pan and go get the special guest. All right, so I was laying out all the ingredients here, and I forgot the one really important part of this. The whole reason we're here is got a bag of sunfish fillets. And like I said in my video that led up to this, that these are really small sunfish. They're like 7, 7.5. I don't think there's anything bigger than 8 in there. This is the perfect recipe for fish like this. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna lay these out on a paper towel and get them dried off, because fish have a lot of water in it, and you'll see when this recipe is done that there's a lot of water cooks out of it. The more you can get off of it now, the less will be in your pan. All right, well, there's a plate full of bluegill fillets that are sitting on a paper towel. They're kind of drying out a little bit. So we'll get to placing them in the pan here. And this is where I said that the small fillets work good for this. I mean, you can see they're not real big. But what I do is just take and fold them in half and lay them out in the bottom of the pan. Oops. So I just laid them out in a row going this way, and I just kind of fill in where there's like thinner spots. So anywhere it looks like, just trying to get a uniform coating of fish at the bottom. All right, and then while we're getting all this mixed up here, forgot to mention your oven. Turn your oven on to broil. And just let that warm up while you're getting all your stuff together here. Okay, here's where your silicone brush is going to come into play. So you'll take just gobs of this, kind of flop it in. And then just take with a silicone brush, just kind of pat it around as it fills in. Making sure all the fish is covered. All right, everything's all mixed up here. Just waiting for the oven to finish warming up. And then what you do is you put it in the oven under broil. You usually set the timer for about 10 minutes, so you don't forget it. And at the end of the 10 minutes, you check it. And you see what it looks like. And what you're gonna be looking for is the cheese to start browning on top, at least. So I'll put in for 10, check it after 10, keep an eye on it. Just stand in front of the stove and keep watching and keep peeking in. And when the cheese is starting to brown or black, then you shut the oven off and then set the timer for about another 10 minutes or so, and just let it sit in there. It's going to be 500 degrees in that oven, and the fish will just cook in its own juices. Oven should be heated up now, so let's get it in the oven. All right, and one thing I did forget was that as far as it's all mixed up, ready to go, but sometimes I like to add a little cheese to the top of it. Just a little extra cheese, so sprinkle a little bit of that on. All right, so here is what our product looks like here. I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera there. And we'll just put her in here. Plenty warm, just in the center. And then I will set the timer for 10 minutes. All right, when I said 10 minutes, 10 minutes is an estimate, but you got to keep an eye on it. So it's been 8 minutes according to this guy here. And this is where we are right now. So that is about what you're looking for. All right, so now we know that it's plenty hot in there, and the cheese is cooking, everything's cooking. If it's bubbling, the fish is probably cooked. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we are going to come over here and cancel out the oven and just let it sit for about 10 minutes or so, or 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. what you do is I stick a fork in it, kind of flake the fish, and see if the fish flakes or not. Well, there. That was our timer telling us that we had 1 minute to go. So it actually cooked in there for 9 minutes, but I did have, the oven was preheated pretty well before I put it in. Give it a few more minutes and then we'll stick a fork in it and see how it turned out. All right, let's grab that out of there. You can see it kind of browned up a little bit more while it was sitting in there. And let her cool down for a little bit. All right, it's time to plate some of this up and we'll see how it looks on a plate. All right, got some riced cauliflower here to dish it up onto, so we'll just cut into it. It's just kind of like cutting into lasagna. Cut off a chunk as big as you want. And, oops. Scoop it out and put it on your plate. Kind of falling apart on me. And it's going to fall apart. It's not meant to stay together, so. And like I said, it's a little, you get this watery stuff in the bottom. That's where it's good to put it over rice or something. So, yep. So there you have it. Don't be afraid of a little bit of mayonnaise and Greek yogurt with your fish. I think you'll find that it's actually pretty good. So, give it a try. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think of it. I'll probably be doing, I got a couple other ones I'm going to do too. So hit the subscribe button, stick around, and tune back later for some more fish recipes. So thanks for watching.